Hey guys, Mike Lawson here. So I want to give you two tips on how to stay motivated when nothing is happening in your business. Things maybe feel like they've stalled. You're not reaching your goals or getting any closer to your dreams. You feel like you're just in this lull. Like nothing's happening, nothing good's happening, nothing bad's happening. You just are stuck. And if you're stuck, I want to give you two tips on how to get unstuck, how to stay motivated, especially when things around you things around you are not happening as quick as you want them to. So let's jump into it. If you're watching live, let me know you're on live. You're catching a replay. Drop the word hashtag replay in the comments section. And we're also live on YouTube as well. Let me know if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're not following me on YouTube, check out my YouTube channel and follow me on there for some other great training. We're going to be spending a lot more time on the YouTube channel. So just waiting for some really exciting things to be coming in and working on that as well. So, all right, so here are two tips. And this just came up in a conversation I had with one of my students yesterday. And it made me think of the times in my business when things were just not happening, right? And by the way, when you're building a business, things are never going to happen as fast as you want them to. All right, even in investing or in a relationship. I mean, we all, we live in this microwave society where we want everything now, right? And let me explain what I mean. Have you ever gone through a drive-through and you get upset because your food takes 4 minutes instead of 3 minutes or 8 minutes instead of 5? You know what I mean? Like there's a long line and and you get frustrated because you're waiting so long, or maybe you're past that stage and you hear other people honking and getting upset. And listen, you didn't have to, go hunt the food. You didn't have to go skin the food, kill the food, cook the food, prepare the food, right? You didn't have to do any of that stuff. All you had to do was drive through a drive-through, place your order, and eat. Anyway, but we live in this microwave society where we want everything to happen now. We want everything yesterday. And if you're anything like me, I never had the patience as far as I wanted everything now. And here's what I've learned. And people said it to me throughout the years. And again, you don't want to hear this, right? Enjoy the journey. It's the journey. It's not the end game, right? Like if your end game is to 10x your income or make $1 million or whatever that goal is, right? If I gave it to you today and you're there, right? What have you learned? So what have you appreciated? And again, I know you don't want to hear this because it's about the journey. It's about what you're learning and growing through that process to get to where you're at. And one of my, one of my favorite all-time authors, Jim Rohn, says it best, that if I were to give you $1 million, best you become a millionaire or you're going to lose it, right? So there's things that you need to learn along the way. So, but let's talk about how to stay motivated when things just aren't going right. You're feeling stuck. So number one, you have to have, I'm going to give you two reasons, but I'm going to preface this by saying you have to have a dream, right? Dreams and a big why. Because the people that persevere through this stuckness, if you will, through this period of time where nothing's happening, and I know it might seem like weeks, days, months, maybe even years, where you're just you're stuck. Like maybe your goal is to break that 6-figure mark or multiple 6-figure mark, and you're just stuck there, and you just don't ever think that it's going to happen. Well, I'm here to share with you there are ways to break through that, okay? But I'm not going to get into it in this video. I want to give you two ways to stay focused when you are when nothing's happening in your business and you're not motivated. Number one, you need to get inspired. Well, how do you get inspired? Well, you get inspired. Maybe your inspiration has dwindled down, which is a very, very likely. You read. What are you reading? What are you listening to? You need to listen to other people in your space, in your field, and master your craft. There's things that you need to learn to get inspired. Hey, Michelle, good morning. Suzanne, good morning. I'm jealous because you're in warm weather or you're coming back, but I am not. So number one is to get inspired. Okay, what are you reading? What are you listening to? And it's not just, oh yeah, why listen? I already listened to that. Keep listening to it. Keep reading. Listen, it took me 7 years to graduate college. The last thing that I wanted to do was read. And when I became an entrepreneur and they told me I needed to read to be successful, I fought it, but I'll tell you what, best thing that I ever did, because it inspires you, it motivates you, and it keeps you focused. So on the down times when I was going through this and things weren't moving, listen, by the way, again, things are never going to move as fast as you want them to, right? Even in my coaching business, I want to be 100x to where I'm at now. But there's a process. There's a learning phase. There's things that you need to go through, that you need to learn along the process in order to get to that next level. Things that I'm learning now, how to really succeed and have a great, thriving YouTube channel, right? And it's not easy, by the way. So, and I give much respect to everyone out there that's building a YouTube channel. For those of you that are on Facebook, you know that I don't care for Facebook anymore. But anyway, number 2 is get out there and network with other people, meet other people, because through those connections, make connections, whether it's online. I always prefer meeting people in person, but I know these times right now are a little crazy, but network. And you can network online, you can network on LinkedIn, you can network with other people that are in your space, and it'll give you inspiration. It'll motivate you because you start to see what he does or what she does, and you start looking at their following and hearing their background. Here's another tip, right? Interview people. Interview people that maybe you look up to, or maybe they look up to you. You can get inspiration from a lot of different areas, but interview them on your Facebook page, in your community. And what that'll do is, in your times of you just feeling stuck, it'll start to unstuck you. Now, there's a reason why you're stuck. And there's, I believe that we all come to a fork in the road where you're either going to go left or you're either going to go right. And depending upon which road you pick, right, you need to pick the one that is right, the one that's going to get you to your dreams and goals. A lot of people, they can't go through this, right? They start doing live videos and people stop watching them, or they start repelling people, or people make fun of them or whatever, and they give up because they can't handle it, which is silly, because I don't care who you are. Any professional athlete, actor, actress, they've all had haters. They all have trolls, and they deal with it every minute of the day. So when you look at, what it takes to become successful, everything you're going through is normal. But when you feel stuck and you feel unmotivated and your business just isn't happening as fast as you want it to, this is when you need to start looking internally. And it's not that you've done anything wrong. It's just that you probably need to grow a little bit more, right? You're not going to get there until you grow. And you cannot compare yourself to other people, because other people, and people compare themselves to me, but they don't understand that I've been doing this for 20 years. That I've been an entrepreneur, and I'm not coaching for 20 years, but being an entrepreneur, and even in my network marketing career, people will compare them. I'm like, don't compare yourself to me. Yeah, my second company, we did in 3 years what it took us 10 years to do, but people are like, oh wow, you didn't see that 10 years before that. Of all the people telling me no, all the haters, all the people that never showed up, right? So the point is, don't compare yourself to other people's journeys. We're all on our own journey. But when you're feeling stuck, if it's not inspiring you, don't listen to it. So what are you listening to? What are you reading? That's going to help you get inspired. And number 2 is to network with others, and you'll get inspiration from that as well, and some motivation. So hopefully this helped you guys. If it did, let me know. That was number 2, network and make connections. All right, well, have a great day, everybody. Just wanted to jump on real quick. And again, if you're not following me on YouTube, go ahead and follow me on YouTube. If not, or if you are on YouTube, hit the like button, the subscribe button, show me some love, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great weekend. Take care, guys.